कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Dvandva Yuddham. Despite Tara's warning to Vali that Sugriva has sought refuge under the scion of the Ikshvaku Vamsha called Rama, and despite her telling that it is better that he discard the jealousy, the animosity, the grudge that he has for his younger brother Sugriva, and make friends with him as well as make friends with Sugriva's friend Rama for his longevity and for a better administration of his kingdom, it falls on deaf ears. Vali doesn't listen to Tara's advice, rather he goes into fighting with Sugriva. Towards the end of the fighting, Rama shoots an arrow at Vali and Vali falls on the ground. Muktastru vajra nirghoshaha pradipta shani sannibhaha raghavena mahabano Vali vakshasi patitaha tadastena mahateja virya yukta kapishwaraha vegena bihato Vali Nipapata mahitale. As mentioned in the previous episode, the Tamil poet Kamban goes one step ahead and says that Vali saw the letters of Rama engraved on the arrow. Now, as Vali falls on the ground and slowly manages to take the arrow that has pierced him out, Rama comes and stands in front of Vali. Vali says, Kulinaha sattva sampannaha tejasvi charitavrataha Ramaha karuna vedi cha prajanam chahite rataha sanukrosho mahotsaha samayagno dridhavrataha ityetat sarvabhutani kathayanti yasho bhuvi kathayanti yasho bhuvi. Rama, I can recognize you. You are the one who is resplendent. You are full of that aura, tejasvi, charitavrataha. You have vowed to live a character with good character. You have vowed to live a life of great character. Karunavedi, people know that you are that one fulcrum, one personification of mercy. Prajanam cha hite rataha. You always think welfare, good for your subjects. Sanukrosha mahotsaha samayagno dridhavrataha. You know what kind of yajnam should be performed for the betterment of your society. You are very, very firm on your decisions. Dridhavrataha. Ityetat sarvabhutani kathayanti yasho bhuvi. Who will not know your fame that is spread in all quarters, Rama? You may be wondering, sir, it is known, especially from Kamban's version, that Rama was inscribed on the arrow. Surely Rama must have only hit Vali with that arrow. How is it evident? Because Rama is the one who comes and stands with his bow and quiver of arrows in front of Vali. So nobody else, because Sugriva was engaged in the Dvandva Yuddham. So nobody else could have aimed the arrow. And nobody else but Rama's arrow can actually put Vali to the ground. So Vali was aware of it. Then why is he unnecessarily spending his time praising Rama? Sattva sampannaha tejasmi dridhavrataha. Why all this unnecessary praise? You may ask. Very good point. But remember, the commentator, that is where commentators have done an excellent job. The commentator, Maheshwara Tirtha, says in his commentary, this is Vyaja Ninda. This is not praise. This is actually abusing or cursing a person in the disguise of a praise. I'll just give you an example. Two people, neighbors, are fighting. They are fighting over some compound wall, or they are fighting over these creepers falling on the other side. We don't know. It's a very petty issue. The two neighbors are fighting. One neighbor wishes to end this tussle. He says this fight is going to yield no result, so he wishes to end. But he doesn't wish to end on a very good note. He knows what the other person has done is wrong, in his opinion. So he says, let's stop this. You will live happily with your family in this house. You live happily. Okay? And he comes. Imagine a person who understands only the language and not its nuances and tone and tenor. That person will say, see, this person is so generous. He said, you live happily with your family. Only a person who has been trained in the Bharatiya languages and civilization and culture will understand what is behind these words. When this person says, live happily with your family, he is actually suggesting you will not live happily. So this you will not live happily is a curse, but that has been sugar coated with nice words and seems as if it is a blessing. Similarly, if I have to abuse someone, that is ninda. But if I abuse him directly, later people will say you should have never done that. So you sugar coat that in the form of a praise and you curse him. Same is the case with Vali. He says, Tejasvi charitam vrataha. Tejasvi, you are with such great resplendence. The inner meaning is, but you did not have the audacity to come and stand in front of me. You may be like the sun. You may be bright. But you didn't have the audacity to come and stand before me. Tejasvi. Charita vrataha. Great character. What great character? Huh? What happens between animals and their wives is none of your concern. You are a Narajati person. Why should you unnecessarily interfere in others' family matters and then finally say, I am a man of great character? Nothing. Charita vrataha. Ramaha karuna vedichat. Rama, you are filled with mercy. Huh? A person who is filled with mercy fits his arrow in his bow and shoots at a vanara, but you are a karunavedi. You are a great person full of mercy. Prajanam cha hiterataha. You always think good for your subjects. Right? You always feel killing is the best way to give them a good result. That is why you have killed me. Well, you think always good for your subjects. Prajanam cha hiterataha. Sanukrosha mahotsaha samayagyo dridhavrataha. When you make up your mind, it is very tough to break that. Yes, you have made up your mind to be unjust and not to be sincere, to show your angst and vendetta against a person who has done no harm to you. Yes. You are very firm in your decisions. Dridhavrataha. Very good. Good going, Rama. Ityetat sarvabhutani Kathayanti Yasho Bhuvi. Who will not know your fame? Who will not know that you are famous, Rama? You are so famous. Aren't you the one who interfered in the family matter of two Vanaras? Aren't you the one who showed your hands against a Vanara just because somebody else has abducted your wife? Aren't you the one who is full of mercy by shooting an arrow at me? You are great. Can you understand? This is called Vyaja Ninda. Says the commentator. Now, Vali, in his august presence, is Rama, now puts forth a volley of questions. He throws a volley of questions. Rama, you are a great monarch's son. Your father's fame is known to the world. Dasharatha. It is just not that he had the ability to ride his chariot in all the 10 directions possible. Even his fame was spread in all such quarters. You are the son of that great monarch. But, Rama, just because your just father, who initially promised to give you the kingdom and later had to back out for some of the family compulsions that he had and sent you to the forest, you wanted to be unique and you killed one Vanara that you found on your way. Just because you were angry with your father of not offering the kingdom to you, did you in the last minute want to show your anger on me, a Vanara? The answer. I am asking you a question, Rama, answer. Rama, I am amazed, I am surprised. Look at the order. The great monarch Dasharatha, who stood by his words and who did not mind even taking the ill reputation that the world may give to him just because he had promised to his dear wife that he shall make her son the heir apparent. He sent his dear son Rama to the forest. Look at how great he is. On the other hand is the brother, despite his mother making every effort to get the kingdom and fetch the kingdom for him, he did not want to fish in troubled waters. He rather chose to be an ardent servant to you by living in the outskirts of Ayodhya called Nandigram, serving you and your dear Padukas so fervently. Rama, I fail to understand the process of birth. After Dasharatha and before the birth of Bharata, you seem to have been born. You are such a misfit between Dasharatha and Bharata, Rama. How were you born into that family? Looking at the actions you have done now, Rama, I fail to understand how were you born after Dasharatha and before Bharata. The Tamil poet Kamban says, Vaaimayum maravum kaattu mannuyir turanda vallal தூயவன் மைந்தனே நீ பரதன் முன் தோன்றினாயே தீமைத்தான் பிறரை காத்து தான் செய்தால் தீங்கன்றாமோ தாய்மையும் அன்றி நட்பும் தருமமும் தழுவி நின்றாய். How did you do this? Rama, first understand, what sin have I committed against you? What sin have I committed? List down the list of sins that I have committed against you. Rama, did I come into your territory? Did I come into the Ikshvaku land? When I have not disturbed you or your territory, what right do you have to come and shoot an arrow at me? Vishayeva pureva te yada papam karamyaham nachatvam avajaneham kasmatam hamsya kilbisham. Rama, it is said that a king should have forgiveness, righteousness, all these ness. You neither seem to possess righteousness, nor do you have the ability to be forgiving. Probably it is for that reason that when the king did not sense these qualities in you, he failed to make you the heir apparent. Samadhanam kshama dharmaha satyam thriti parakramau Parthivana gunarajanne dandaschapyapakarishu. I don't know how you have done this, Rama. Then he continues. Rama, I believe that Kshatriyas, whether they are in power or out of power, they on a hunting spree. On what basis did you hunt me, Rama? I am neither a rhinoceros, a porcupine, a iguana, a hare, or a tortoise. Why did you come and hunt me? Sir, why did you come and hunt me is fine, but why these animals did you list? Rhinoceros, porcupine. What does that have to do with Vali's dialogue? What does that have to do with the Ramayana? A lot it has to do with the Ramayana. More in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.